This is the famous shloka. The shloka Prabhupada has quoted maximum times. Rishabha uvacha Nayam deha bhajam niloke Kashtana kaman arati vidbhujam ye Tapo divyam putrikayena sattvam Shuddhi dasmad brahma saukyam tu anantam Nayam Rishabha uvacha Nayam dev bhajam niloke Kashtana kaman arati vidbhujam ye Tapo divyam putrikayena sattvam Shuddhi dasmad brahma saukyam tu anantam. Anantam. This shloka practically everybody should cram. Huh? Chalo, we'll chant. Yes.
Rishabha uvacha Nayam devo deha bhajam niloke
Bhajam niloke
Kashtan kaman arate vidbhujam Tapo divyam putrikayena sattvam Shuddhi dasmat brahma saukyam tu anantam
Shuddhi dasmat brahma saukyam tu anantam. Try. Yes, ma'am.
Rishabha uvacha Nayam deha bhajam niloke
Nayam deha bhajam niloke
Kashtan kaman arhati vidbhujam ye
Kashtan kaman arhati vidbhujam ye
Tapo divyam putrikayena sattvam Shuddhi dasmad brahma saukyam tu anantam
Shuddhi dasmad brahma saukyam. No. This shloka has to be crammed.
Rishabha
uvacha
Nayam deho deha bhajam
I'll tell you. See what happens. I'll just tell you the pronunciation. What happens? Whenever over any vowel there is a dash, it becomes dirgha. So instead of nayam, it becomes nayam. ऊपर हो जाता है. नीचे खाली र के नीचे आता है वो री हो जाता है. री. ठीक है. That nothing else it is. इसके नीचे डॉट वो स की जगह श हो जाता है. दो श होता है. र वाला प वाला वो छोड़ो भी. स की जगह श. And विद भुजा में. ठीक है. Now you can try. Rishabha uvacha
Nayam devo deha bhajam niloke
Nayam deha bhajam niloke
Kashtan kaman arhate vidbhujam
Ashtan kaman arhate vidbhujam ye
Tapo divyam putrikayena sattvam
Tapo divyam putrikayena sattvam
Shuddhi yasmat brahma saukyam tva anantam
Shuddhi dasmat. Try madam. Try madam. Rishabha uvacha Lord Shivadeva said, not I am this deha body devbhajam of all the living entities who accepted material bodies niloke in this world kashtan troublesome kama sense gratification arhate deserves vidbhujam of stool eaters ye which tapaha austerities and penances Divyam, divine, Putrakaha, my dear sons, Ena, by which Sattvam, the heart, Shuddhe, becomes purified. Yasma, from which Brahma Saukyam, spiritual happiness, Tu, certainly, Anantam, unending. Lord Shivadeva told his sons, my dear boys, of all the living entities who have accepted material bodies in this world, one who has been awarded this human form should not work hard day and night simply for sense gratification, which is available even for dogs and hogs that eat stew. One should engage in penance and austerity to attain the divine position of devotional service. By such activity, one's heart is purified. And when one attains this position, he attains eternal blissful life, which is transcendental material happiness, when it continues forever. Lord Shivadeva told his sons, my dear boys, of all the living entities who have accepted material bodies in this world, one who has been awarded for his human form should not work hard day and night simply for sense gratification, which is available even for dogs and hogs that eat stew. One should engage in penance and austerity to attain the divine position of devotional service. By such activity, one's heart is purified, and when one attains this position, he attains eternal, blissful life, which is transcendental, the material happiness, which continues forever.
In this verse, Lord Rishabhadeva tells his sons about the importance of human life. The word Dehabha refers to anyone who accepts a material body, but the living entity who is awarded the human form must act differently from animals. Animals like dogs and hogs enjoy sense gratification by eating stew. After undergoing severe hardship all day, human beings are trying to enjoy themselves at night by eating, drinking, having sex and sleeping. At the same time, they have to properly defend themselves. However, this is not human civilization. Human life means voluntarily practicing suffering for the advancement of spiritual life. There is, of course, suffering in the lives of animals and plants, which are suffering due to their past misdeeds. However, human beings should voluntarily accept sufferings in the form of austerities and penances in order to attain the divine life. After attaining the divine life, one can enjoy happiness eternally. After all, every living entity is trying to enjoy happiness, but as long as one is engaged in the material body, he has to suffer different kinds of misery. Our higher sense is present in the human form. We should act according to superior advice in order to attain eternal happiness and go back to Godhead. It is significant in this verse that the government and the natural guardian, the father, should educate subordinates and raise them to Krishna consciousness. Devoid of Krishna consciousness, every living being suffers in the cycle of birth and death perpetually. To relieve them from this bondage and enable them to become blissful and happy, Bhakti Yoga should be taught. A foolish civilization neglects to teach people how to rise to the platform of Bhakti Yoga. Without Krishna consciousness, a person is no better than a hog or dog. The instructions of Rishabhadeva are very essential at the present moment. People are being educated and trained to work very hard for sense gratification, and there is no sublime aim in life. A man travels to earn his livelihood, leaving home early in the morning, catching a local train and being packed in a compartment. He has to stand for an hour or two in order to reach his place of business. Then again he takes a bus to get to the office. At the office he works hard from 9 to 5. Then he takes 2 or 3 hours to return home. After eating he has sex and goes to sleep. For all his hardship, his only happiness is his little sex. Yem Maitunadi Grahamedi Shutam Hi Tucham. SP 7945. Rishabhadeva clearly states that human life is not meant for this kind of existence, which is enjoyed even by dogs and hogs. Indeed, dogs and hogs do not have to work so hard for sex. A human being should try to live in a different way and should not try to imitate dogs and hogs. This alternative is mentioned. The alternative is mentioned. Human life is meant for tapasya, austerity and penances. By tapasya, one can get out of the material clutches. When one is situated in Krishna consciousness, devotional service, his happiness is guaranteed eternally. By taking to Bhakti Yoga, devotional service, one's existence is purified. The living entity is seeking happiness in life after life, but he can make a solution so all his problems simply by practicing Bhakti Yoga. Then he immediately becomes eligible to return home back to Godhead, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 4.9. Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo vyakti tattvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mam eti. So Arjuna, one who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material world, but attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Gurumiltam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale Nirati Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashadadeshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. It's a very famous shloka. Let us try to understand the shloka. I know word of word. Rishabha Uvacha means Rishabhadeva is saying. Who is Rishabhadeva? Is the incarnation of Godhead, one of the incarnations listed in the first canto of Bhagavatam. And Uvacha means he is saying something. When is he saying? He is addressing all his sons. There are 100 in number, as I discussed yesterday. 10 of them became the Kshatriyas, headed by Bharat Maharaj. He was the best among all. Anyway, he ruled the world as a great king. Therefore, India is known as Bharatvarsha after him. And then we have 9 of them became the Navayogendras, who give great instructions in Bhagavatam later. So 19 over, 81 became Brahmanas. And we discussed this point previously. So all of them are sitting and is instructing them. That is how a father should be. Today nothing they have. You know, when a daughter leaves home, goes somewhere, they want to say something, but there is nothing to tell. Take care, correct? When the children go to college, they go to, outstation sometime. Parents want to say something, there is nothing to say. Beta, eat nicely, sleep nicely, that's all. Sometimes the parents call also. Uta is over, there is nothing to talk. When people also meet each other, nothing to talk. And you see in Bhagavatam, when Vasudeva and Nanda Maharaj are meeting, what philosophy they are discussing. How advanced they are. So now Rishabhadeva is leaving, you see what he is speaking. And what he spoke was so dear to Prabhupada. So imagine how even Queen Kunti prays to Krishna when he is going. And Kunti's stuti is crammed by across the 4 Vaishnava Sampradayas. Everybody crams at Kunti's stuti. It is considered one of the best prayers. So there should be knowledge, then we can speak. Okay. So what is Rishabhadeva saying? Na ayam is a not in this body, my dear children, my dear sons. Deha, Deha means the body. Na ayam Deha, not in this body. Why? Which body? Deha bhajam, which has been obtained. Where it has been obtained? By the soul. It has been conditioned in this world by a particular body. Correct? We are not the body, but we have taken a body. Where? Niloke. Niloke means in the human form. Nara, Nari. Niloke means human form, in the human society. Not cat loke, dog loke, pig loke. It is Niloke. So not in this body which is God in the human form of life. Kashtan kaman. Don't work hard for kama. Kama means indriya sukha. Don't work hard for indriya sukha in the human form of life, is telling us. You see how. Why is it so that why we should not work hard for sense gratification in the human form of life? Somebody said, what's wrong? Masta maja madi. Correct? All, everywhere they have this. I think when you go to the barber, they would have put that radio mirchi something and continuously keeps coming. Masta maja madi, masta maja madi. So people think enjoy, human form of life is enjoy. Even youngsters sometimes we tell them chant Hare Krishna. They go to the room, they're chanting Hare Krishna. The friends say, Hare what? This age, this for old age. Now you enjoy your life. Some gratification should be there. So he's saying, no, don't do that. You say, anybody will observe. Why? What's wrong? Arhate vidbhujam ye. This even pigs deserve. They also get it. Arhate means entitled to. Correct? It is entitled. They also have the opportunity for what? Vidbhujam. Vidbhuja is referring to pigs who eat stool. Arhate. They also can do all this sense gratifications. It less. Prabhupada says you always notice pigs are fat. When we see a pig, we see what an abominable existence a pig is having. Correct? All of us feel horrible what he is eating and then horrible life. But pig is very happy. There is a big example of Indra. He is a great personality. We have no right to offend him. But sometimes it does happen, mistakes happen. And he got cursed to become a pig. So then what happened that, he's the administrator of the Devatas. And he's a good administrator. And Brahma felt vacancy, nobody fit to do his job, and this man is been cursed as a pig. Some mistake he did and he was cursed by maybe some sage or his guru. So Brahma came down to meet him and he said, Indra, you are not a pig, you're not a pig, you're an Indra. You kindly go back to your seat. I will relieve you from the curse. What did a pig say? Mr. Indra? No, what he said? No. How can I go? I have my wife, I have children, mast maja, very nice life I am having. And so much responsibility I am having on me. How can I go? I can't go. He refused. So therefore that instance is taken to show. There was one more example somebody told me. Once Guru had some shapa that he will become pig very soon. So he told his disciple, see, I will become pig. When I become pig, you kill me, so that I can come back to human form. Something like that, some other story. We had gone to Ujire. Ujire there is this thing. They have some kind of a place, ashram, whatever, Gurukul, some kind of a Gurukul they have, the Matha. So they asked us to do some program there. So we did long time. We did Kirtan there. Then they had a head there who told the story. So the Guru, it had the instruction anyway. So Guru became a pig. The disciple took a chopper to kill him. He said, no, don't kill him. Very nice it is. Once he became a pig. So the Maya is that it makes you comfortable everywhere. Even though you are suffering like anything. People want to prolong life today. Now, if you are suffering, what is the use of prolonging? What is the use of prolonging? If you are suffering like anything, you want to suffer more. So people don't have an idea what they should do. So there, Prabhupada says, today society is working hard without an aim in life. There's an aim in life here. Kashtan, don't work hard for sense gratification. Many people say, no, God created this world for my enjoyment. He has created potassium cyanide also. Take. They don't have an idea why this world is created. Nothing. Kashtan kaman arate vidbhujam. So don't work hard for sense gratification. Why? Because pigs also deserve it. So then what should I do? First thing is saying, Nayam de bhajam nilokin. Don't work hard for sense gratification in this life. Correct? Kashtan kaman don't do. Why? Arate vidbhujam. Because pigs also get it. Same pleasure they are getting. Prabhupada gives an example. He says, suppose I take, in a silver glass I take lassi. And in a gold jar you take lassi. Is the lassi taste different? Is it different? Same taste. Same taste. So in any body you enjoy eating, sleeping, it is same. Same pleasure. Just because a pig is eating some obnoxious food and I am eating, I am enjoying more, no, same enjoyment. Then what is the benefit? When the goal of life is to become happy, then animals are ahead of you. Because next thing is, Prabhupada says in the purport, for all this karma people are working. And the karma means the chief among the karma is sex. People are working hard day and night. But animals are not working so hard. You see, have you seen any animal working so hard? They don't work so hard. Here it is saying don't work hard like animals, but modern civilization people are working more hard than animals. Animals don't work so hard. You've not seen animals doing overtime and work, traveling 2 hours in the morning, coming back 3 in the Bombay and all where most of the people are living. We are lucky to live in a small town. Things are much more peaceful. But most of the people don't want to stay in small towns. They want to go to metros because they want to go to hell. Actually, it's a hell. You know, anyway, next life is hell. They are in hell only. But now itself, they want to taste hell. 3 hours in the morning, 3 hours in the evening traveling, correct? And so much hard work. You have seen, no? Like in Bombay, the train is there. People travel in the morning. So many people fall also. Nobody looks also like insects that fall. Nobody. It's like it's not an event to talk about. You know, above, below, everywhere it is. So he's saying that what should I do? What is the positive program? I should not work hard like sense gratification, like animals, like particularly pigs. See, use the word pig, most obnoxious. So don't work hard. Because they also get the same pleasure. So then what should I do? Tapasya. Therefore, when you're sitting down in Kali Yuga, it has been made very simple. Sit down and chant Hare Krishna. It's a very big tapasya. It's not easy also. It's easy to talk. Unless you have mercy of the Acharya, you cannot chant. Sometimes you think it is a small thing. As some people say, what is the chanting? You can do it in old age. So forget about me. You can't chant 5 minutes. It is not easy. Why it is said? It says in the Shastra, Aho bato pachopi gariyan yajivrage vartate nama tubhyam tepa tapas shushyaarya brahmanuchurya namanti yete. Some words I have forgotten. He says, Aho bato pachopi gariyan. Oh, this person is so fortunate. So fortunate. Why? Yajivagre Namatubhyam. On his tip of the tongue, the name of the Lord has come. He is so fortunate. Tepas, he has done all the kind of worship. Tapas, all the kind of tapasya. He has gone to all the holy places. He has done everything possible. Tapasya, every kind of, he must have done. So don't think it is a small thing to chant. It is a culmination of many, many births of tapasya, that we can sit and chant the holy name of the Lord, which is the greatest tapasya. Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says, Yagna nam japa yogna asmi. Among all the sacrifices we can do to the Lord, the greatest sacrifice is chanting the name of the Lord. It is not ordinary. In all the ages, it's not that in Kali Yuga, in every age it is the highest. But in Kali Yuga only this will work, nothing else will work. Going to the forest, sitting down in tapasya, nobody can do that. Half an hour we miss our lunch, we get acidity, correct? And forest we will go and sit up. And first, where the forests are remaining? There is no sanguine, peaceful forest remaining today. There also you sit down, basically you sit down in the forest for peaceful time to chant. Where? You see somewhere they will come stone crushers, they will be cutting wood, cutting, on top of it they are also there. So it's not a very peaceful place, even forest. You don't have a place today to go. And neither bodily, mentally we have the capacity to do it. But this Nama Japa is actually the authorized process, recommended process. And we are so fortunate to meet a great soul. We met Srila Prabhupada, exact guidance which can benefit us. And all of us can see our life has transformed by coming under shelter of Prabhupada. All of us can see actually what we were. We didn't even know what you are going to do in life, correct? मालूम है कुछ नहीं मालूम. अब now I ask anybody, I want to go back to Godhead. What is this go back to Godhead? Prabhupada says actually it's a magic you have got this knowledge. But it doesn't say it is because of him. That is his humility, but actually it's because of him. So tapa, we should do tapasya. Now, what kind of tapasya we should do? Not some foolish tapasya. Some people are there. These munis, they pull their hairs. They don't shave. One by one they pull. Huh? Whatever they do. So tapa divya, we should do guided tapasya under shelter of great acharyas. They are not asking you to all this. Now don't eat. They are not give to it. Please. Divya, guided tapasya you do. Don't do foolish tapasya. Putraka. Why? Because Rishivadeva we started Rishivadeva Vacha. So he is telling to whom? My dear sons. This is the real father. My dear sons, do this. Now why I should do that? You were saying I give up all sense gratification and I voluntarily accept tapasya on the order of the acharyas. And what is the tapasya Prabhupada has given? Chant, dance and take some prasada when you are tired. That's all. There is no other tapasya is asked. You don't add artificial tapasya. Simple tapasya is given for Kali Yuga souls. Tapo divyam. So what is the benefit when I do this? Putraka, my dear sons, yena sattvam shuddhayet. By doing this tapasya, sattva means existence. What will happen to your existence? Shuddhayet. Purify. Your whole existence, your heart will be purified. And then what will happen because of that? So what is the use? My heart will become purified. Yasmat. Because of that, you will experience what? Brahma Saukyam. Spiritual happiness. Tuvanantam. So you experience unlimited spiritual happiness. So that is a benefit. That is a benefit we will experience. And what else do we want? What else a person wants? Finally, he is looking for happiness. He is settling down for nonsense happiness, which animals get it. So instead of that, if voluntarily he accepts tapasya, what is going to happen? His heart will be purified. That is the first thing. And then next, he will experience unlimited spiritual happiness. What kind of happiness? Anantam. You see that another argument. He is today settling down for temporary, flickering material happiness, which animals are also getting it. There is nothing great deal about it. But if he can voluntarily accept the shelter of an acharya, come under his guidance and do some activity. Tapasya means actually you don't want to do. That's why it is tapa. Why it is tapa otherwise? You don't want to do actually. It's some hardship, no? Hardship means you don't want to do. We only want to do maja. But no, acharya says, no, get up in the morning, we don't want to do. Nobody wants to do that. Nice nowadays weather, morning, nice cold is there, correct? Nice sleep comes. No. Prabhupada says spiritual life starts when you have buy an alarm clock. Get up in the morning as early and then start chanting. And then what happens? You're doing the tapasya not on your own initiative. Always you should remember, on my own initiative, I don't want to do anything. I only want to do sense gratification. Correct? Mana ichha idu indriya bhoga. No. On the order of acharya, we take up just like a child is there, he wants to play only. But the parents order him, go to school. Otherwise he'll play whole life. So on the order of Srila Prabhupada, we accepted some tapasya. We should always know that. Not our own initiative. Then it will not last. If you say my own initiative, then it will not last. Because initiative, mind is flickering. Today something, tomorrow something. Therefore he is saying in the purport Prabhupada, take a shelter of a purity. What is the meaning of taking shelter? Taking shelter means accepting his order. And taking shelter of his order. Shelter is taken mentally. Because mind has to follow the order. Today mind is following the order of Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, all these sisters and brothers. They are ordering and mind is doing something. No. There is a famous shloka, na? What is the famous shloka? Kama dinam katina katita palita durunadesha tesham jatmai karunana tarapana upashanti usrijya etan yadupate tvam ayata abhayam sharanam mam niyungshai. Says, this is the Prabodhananda Saraswati. He went to Srirangam. Venkata Bhatta's brother. He became another great acharya, Prabodhananda Saraswati. He says, beautiful, his verses are also very good. He says, what I am looking at myself, what I have done whole my life is introspective. What I did was Kama and Adi, all the sisters and brothers. Kama means the lust, and rest are follow after that. Krodha come because when it is not satisfied, we get angry. Then even if you get satisfied, even if you do it, you are not satisfied, moha, you want more. Krodha, lobha. So he says, I only satisfied this all my life. Kama, Krodha. Shri Shri Radha Govinda ki. Yes. So I satisfied only these things in my life. Kama, Krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. Kamadinam Katina Katita Palita Durnidesha. I just serve them very nicely. Durnidesha means crazy direction. Tesham Jatmai Karuna Natapna Upashanti. Even though I followed them, what did I get? I got no mercy. Mercilessly they dragged me again and again to do all the foolish activities. Na Karuna Natrapa, no shame. Shamelessly I was made to do so many things which actually I should not have done. And now Upashanti, on top of it, my mind was never satisfied. Shamelessly, mercilessly, I was dragged by the 6 fellows. On top of it, I was never satisfied. Correct? Usri Jaitan, get lost. He's telling his mind, please get lost. Yadupate. Sampratam labdha buddhi. He said, now I become very intelligent. Now I become intelligent. So I am saying, my mind, please get lost. And he's saying, Yadupate, my Lord Krishna, Avayam Sharanam. I am coming to your shelter. Because your shelter, I can become fearless. Because otherwise I am fearful. Because these things, I don't know what is happening to my life. Mam Niyungsha. My Lord, please accept me at your shelter. Please engage me in your service. So we should offer the prayer, but this shloka, you see how nice it is. We should cram this shloka, everybody. Because not only for us, we can tell people also. It's a beautiful argument. Now, something I could mark. So Prabhupada is saying, this shloka is telling about the importance of human life. Because in human form of life, animals are only locked to kama, krodha. But human form of life, we can come out of the trap of kama and actually enjoy spiritual happiness. That opportunity is available. So he's saying, Prabhupada, this shloka is about the importance of human form of life. The word Dehabhak, we discussed this today. So human civilization is voluntarily practicing austerity for advance in a spiritual life. So he's saying, anyway, there is so much suffering we see everywhere, even in animal form. Human life, we accept voluntarily some suffering. And what suffering it is? To get up morning is a suffering. It is good for health. Early to bed, early to rise makes a person healthy, wealthy and wise. Why people can't get up morning? Because TV they cannot switch off till 12 o'clock. So first best is throw it out of the house. Even if we keep it, switch off. And then what we should do? Voluntarily accepting in terms of austerities. Which kind of austerities? Which are guided by the Acharya. Prabhupada says human life has a higher sense. Which should be the higher sense we use for higher activities. There is a man is a rational animal. What is the kind of rationality? If they are only doing eating and sleeping, correct? So higher sense should be used to, it is there, therefore it is appealing. You know, we cannot force people. So saying you have a higher sense, use this higher sense to take to devotion service. We should act according to superior advice in order to attain the eternal happiness and go back to Godhead. Devoid of Krishna consciousness, every living entity suffers in the cycle of birth and death perpetually. Suffering. The instructions of Shiva are very essential at the present moment. And Acharya is seeing the whole world is actually suffering without taking to Krishna consciousness. People are being educated and trained very work hard for sense gratification. Prabhupada therefore said many times, what is education? Nonsense education. After all the education, they drink and smoke. What is the purpose of this education? Because they are going to hell after that. Okay? Real education, they don't take care. And there is no sublime aim in life. No aim in life except sense gratification, like animals. For all this hardship, only happiness is little sex. That's all people are getting. Of all the 20 hours of working they are getting. And animals get it without so much hard work. Indeed, Prabhupada is making fun of them. Indeed, dogs and hogs do not have to work so hard for sex. They don't have to work so hard. And human society, so hard. And what all arrangements they make finally for their sense gratification. Prabhupada used to say, polished animal society. At the end, the pleasures are same base pleasures. Now Prabhupada is saying something very nice. An alternative is mentioned here. First you condemn. Then what do I do then? My life is condemning, person will go into depression. No, you have an alternative. What is the alternative? Meant for tapasya. And one is situated in devotion service, happiness is guaranteed. We say guarantee. We get a warranty, guarantee. If you take a devotion service, guaranteed happiness. You know, so many ads they put. I have seen so many ads in the happiness guaranteed. They are cheating us. What happiness guaranteed? Buying a car, buying a fridge, happiness guaranteed. Huh? Is it possible? But they have seen the ad. Always have happiness guaranteed. You buy this product. But they are cheating. But Acharya is not cheating. He is not cheating. He is giving you a real thing. Therefore, he is an Acharya. He is not a misleader. He is a real leader. These are all misleaders. Now all political parties are coming. Give us vote. Happiness guaranteed. What happiness guaranteed? Acharya is saying, serve Krishna. Happiness guaranteed. The living entity is seeking happiness. Life after life. You are seeking. And not only this life you have been seeking. But make a solution to all the problems by practicing Bhakti Yoga, and you get guaranteed happiness eternally. And you go back to Godhead. Okay? This proper this. Srila Prabhupada ki, Rishabhadeva ki.